Can you tell her? Shut the fuck.
I tell her all the time. She doesn't listen.
Quiet on set. I like her eyebrows.
It's weird.
She has good eyebrows.
She should probably shave them off and draw them on, and she wouldn't have
Ew,
resting bitch face all the
Who's got
time.
things still allowed in the house?
I don't know.
It's a creep.
We still let you in the house,
I have a key.
That's even creepier.
right? That's even worse.
You have a good day, Sarah.
I thought you were gonna call her sir for a second.
Sir. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our talk show. I'm Josh.
I'm DJ.
And this is Adam.
Still, and we want to apologize to all those people who don't like Adam, but he's here for at
All
least
three of you
here
who
for-
said it's better as a duo and then don't watch the entire episode. You three.
you three.
We know who you are.
You know who you are.
We liked it better for the 4 minutes that we watched all the other episodes combined.
DJ, are you really hitting a bowl off the thing? No more weed.
It can't be on camera. I went off camera.
That's why. I could do a whole compilation of DJ's coughing throughout the entire series.
No.
DJ, tell him we could.
And the best part is today I was reading that Florida up in Tallahassee actually sent a bill, and it's Bill 1117, I think.
For what?
Recreational marijuana. They said either by the end of this year or 2022.
Speaking of that.
So this election, 2020 or 2022, I think it's the governor election or somewhere around there.
Right. But they're hoping for this one, thank God.
Yeah. No.
And that, speaking of weed, don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias.
Yes.
Make sure you hit your notifications so you get us every Friday morning at 9 a.m.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Right? And make sure you share. Share.
And, special thing, whatever viral news doesn't make it here, DJ, I, and Adam posted on our Facebook page.
Right, so always check the Facebook page because we, like I said, like he said, we put stuff that doesn't make it on the show, just stuff we don't have time for.
Yeah, and it goes onto the Facebook page.
It definitely does.
Sometimes TikTok. But how was you guys this week besides finding out about marijuana being legal?
It's been a long week.
It has.
My medication's making my tummy hurt a little bit here and there.
For your back?
No, for my diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it sounds like someone didn't turn off their phone. You know, viewers, here's your question of the day. I think, or I would like to know, what you guys think, what punishment we should have for the hosts who don't turn off their goddamn phones.
Your phone's not off either.
It's not
Punishment.
off, but the volume's off.
We're being punished for
We need to be...
notification sounds during filming.
He's the one that sent the notification too, by the way.
But, see, if your shit was on silent, it wouldn't have mattered.
It showed up right here. Anyways. So, how was your week?
Pain. Normal pain.
Just pain all week.
Pain all the time.
So, if you want to know what happened, we'll tune in last week's episode.
Right? It's just... I feel like we should get feathers, right? But I don't want to clean that up every time you hate the discrepancy. You got to throw feathers at them or something.
Adam, what'd you do this week?
Make sure it's something easy to clean, viewers.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
I went through a lot this week, some I can't discuss. And some I can. But you guys will never know. Just going through some things, processing things, stuff like that.
Not willing to open up leads to zero sympathy.
Yep, that's right. And if our other intern can play the world's smallest violin about this point, I'd appreciate
You
it.
guys should think I should be more sympathetic to Josh. Please leave a comment down below.
I think we should.
I don't think you should.
He doesn't think we should.
Why are you asking? People don't even like you.
I know. No fans.
So you guys want to move on to viral news?
Apparently
I mean,
not.
I guess.
I don't have any fans.
It's more fun just sitting here fucking with you two.
I know. But moving on to viral news.
I know.
So Sonic came out last weekend on Valentine's Day, and Jim Carrey is under fire for telling female reporters she was on his bucket list.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Now I
mean-
saw this, and that's not what he. Everyone went straight for, like, he wanted.
Right.
Oh, excuse my language. He wanted to frack her. We should just start saying frack instead of the F word. But
What, the fudge biscuits?
Yeah, that's not what he meant, right? He meant doing the interview with her.
Oh.
Okay.
She didn't know how to respond.
He was making a joke, right? Like now that I've done this, I can check it off my bucket list, right? I'm the happiest kid in the world, right?
And the internet took it as
he wanted to smash, right?
That doesn't come off anything even comedically Jim Carrey, or even like if he was trying to be like, I don't want this interview to do anything, I'm bored, let me be
perverted.
Joaquin Phoenix weird. And he didn't do it. He was literally just being like, this interview is on my bucket list, not smashing the reporter.
Like,
but the internet needs to cancel Jim Carrey because, you know, we're bored.
See, here's the thing, right?
You can't cancel
comedians are always under fire. We've talked about Kevin Hart, who was under fire.
Chappelle.
You know,
you can't cancel Chappelle.
Chappelle don't give
Ricky Gervais.
Here's
Ricky
the difference.
Gervais, yes.
Here's the difference with Gervais and Chappelle, right? The big difference with those two compared to everybody else is those two don't give a shit.
No, not at all.
They don't care about your opinion.
They read the negative comments and laugh.
Right,
They don't get hurt by it.
No, because they're comedians.
Right.
They're
some
jokes.
comedians are very sensitive and can't handle criticism. Then
they shouldn't be comedians.
They start to worry about their image and stuff.
Right. They do safe comedy where they're like, I'm just gonna make fun of fat people and kids being crazy, and that's it. And it just gets boring.
You know, so like it's understandable that the internet had to go at something for Jim. First off, he's a crazy bastard as it is. He's not Gary Busey crazy, right? Because he can turn it off.
He's very smart, and he has a book coming out.
He does, yes.
He has a novel.
Which is like the first comedic novel, too, because it's supposed to be funny all the way through. It's supposed to be funny and serious.
Yeah.
You know, but that's who Jim is. You know, so moving on. There's a report coming in from Wendy's. Man takes bath in Wendy's industrial sink. Says it feels like a hot tub. Do you guys have ever urge to do that? Do you have an urge to do that, Buds?
No.
Like, hold on, let me take a bath?
I have no urge to take a bath at any place I've worked at. That was an employee.
Yep.
Who just decided that he was going to take a hot tub bath.
Took a dip.
That seems like it'd be against health codes.
I wish if I'd have known more of this, I would have liked to have known if he'd have done this during his shift, because that would have been hilarious.
Well, he needed to wash the dishes, and the only way he could do that efficiently was to jump in with them. Right? You know when you're like washing your dog, and it's like you bending over the tub's just stupid, so you like stand in the tub with the dog and wash the dog.
Yeah. Well,
so now you're just getting in with the dishes.
Hey, you know, maybe.
How big was the sink, or how big was the guy? Because I don't think me or you can get in an industrial sink and take. You think you could fit in an industrial sink?
I know for a fact I can't fit into an industrial sink.
But how do you know?
I actually don't know. If it's a huge, like, big enough for a 5'11", 200-pound guy.
I don't know how flexible this dude was either.
I don't know, because I saw the like McDonald's sinks or any other industrial like restaurant sinks. They're deep, but they're not wide enough to fit inside.
No, I could probably stand in one, but I definitely couldn't sit down in one comfortably in any way.
And how would it feel like a hot tub? Was there bubbles coming from underneath, or like?
I think you're reading.
There's a lot of questions to this.
I think
we should move on.
The big question is like how badly OSHA got involved.
I think he was fired, wasn't he?
I don't know, but
I'm sure he was fired.
I mean, can you imagine being the manager?
Was that sanitary?
You go back there and you'd be like, man, where's Carl? I just wanted him to finish the...
That's almost as bad.
Are you taking a bath, Carl?
Like, really?
You're supposed to do the dishes, not take a bath.
You don't want dirty employees.
Yeah, you're supposed to be clean when you arrive.
But there's two different sinks, one for cleaning and one for sanitizing. Whatever. Which one did he use?
You don't know. Maybe he was cleaning out the fryer. Got fryer gook all over.
Fryer
gook all over him and needed a bath.
All right, moving on. Usually we have a Florida man, but this week we have a New Jersey man.
We gotta do it.
And
we'll never go to Jersey.
You know, for like a month straight now, we haven't done a Florida man.
Well, other states need recognition too. And to go off of last week's episode, New Jersey man accused of running a meth lab out of his pickup truck pleads guilty.
How big was the pickup truck?
It was a Ford F-150.
So he's just back there cooking some meth up and selling it to any local meth head.
I had a living room
running
admitting
a meth lab out of his truck.
I would have had more respect if he had pled not guilty.
He pled guilty.
They found him with his truck.
I think he was delivering to that school teacher.
I didn't know who put it back there. It's not surprising though in Jersey. Jersey's just.
But a pickup truck? And he had to plead guilty?
I had a living room in my pickup truck one time.
Was it a meth lab with all those chemicals?
Well, it wasn't. It was just a living room.
Yeah, it's not illegal to have a
carpet
living room in your truck. It's called
The
camping.
TV
Having a meth lab in your truck is not called camping. It's called drug distribution, and it's apparently heavily illegal.
And very flammable. That his truck could have blew up and took out half the city block.
Well, can you imagine?
I mean, technically, you could probably get him for a lot of other stuff. Imagine if he just
endanger man.
What if he had a car
But he only
accident?
pled guilty with the meth lab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine driving down the road.
He didn't plead guilty for selling meth.
Yeah, I didn't sell nothing. I was only making.
I was making.
right.
See, he was making his own
I'm
shit. 'Cause
Walter
he was tired
White. I didn't have the bitch kid.
He was tired of paying for it, so he just making it himself.
And that's all we have for meth this week. Moving on to one of DJ's favorite things. Thousands of ceiling fans recalled after blades fly off, injuring people. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not a big fan of this.
Why? Oh, okay. You're adorable.
Why?
Apparently, fans were available at Lowe's stores online between May 2014.
So
See, and of
Lowe's
course it was Lowe's.
Yeah.
Lowe's
Right.
is selling death fans. Where was this when we needed them for the 2012
Do you
apocalypse?
see
Razor
the-
blades sold
I was like,
separately.
do you see the design of this fan too? Like,
The design
who
is
would buy this fan?
like that's just gonna right into somebody's throat, and then you can't.
Bro, this motherfucker looks like you could take it outside, chuck it, and it would come back and hit you.
Boomerang fan?
Yeah, like look.
And
at
it's
the-
already in circulation, right?
Like
So
there will be a use for these fans at some point.
But
not
thousands
right now.
of ceiling fans.
thousands of ceiling
Because
fans.
I'll guarantee you it was a design issue.
I wonder how long apparently it took thousands of people to go, maybe we should do a recall. Maybe.
After 3 fans calling in and being like, "Yeah, these fans not working. They're flying off and hitting."
Can you
people."
imagine the first?
Can I see the police report, please?
Can you imagine the first person returning this fan?
Yeah.
Right with the black eye.
Sir, what's wrong with it? Oh, here's the thing.
Yeah. So your blades fly the fuck off the fan.
So imagine taking it to the insurance lawyer and he's like, whoa, what happened? Like, ceiling fan attacking me.
I wouldn't know what to do. First off, can you imagine being the guy there with a bloody nose walking into the
Holding the ceiling fan?
So this thing flew off and hit me in the fucking face.
Do we have a case? That's all we have for Viral News. We're going to try a new segment a DJ came up with called Trying New Things.
Oh yeah.
Or tasting new things.
So I've been changing my diet again, trying because it's very difficult to lose weight when you can't just go to the gym and work out fucking 10 hours a day.
Why did you look at me like I go to the gym and work out? Yeah, guys. Some of us can't go to the gym and work
Or
out.
was he hinting at you? Maybe you should.
Maybe you should.
Right? Maybe you need to go lose some lbs.
You do your 10 an hour.
So I was gonna have them try my vegan chicken patties.
Okay, so today what we're gonna make Josh and Adam try. This is what I've been eating for a little bit. You see, Morning Star. Okay, which is weird because Morning Star was the name, Lucifer Morning Star. So that's a little bit weird. But I guess it's like made of chickpeas. I'm not really sure what it's made of, but it's actually not as bad as you would think. Especially if you like the chicken patties, you know, because a lot of people do. I like chicken patties. These aren't that bad. So they're going to try them in just a minute once I make it for them. Okay, now I'm explaining what they're going to do. First, they're going to try the little piece here. Right, that's just plain. And they're going to try how I make it and then see what they think. Try the piece first.
Peace.
Yeah.
I want to know how they get the texture.
It's like chicken.
Done with that?
Like it really does, though.
It does.
It really is.
Slice to it. It doesn't taste like regular chicken patty. Like store-bought, not like McDonald's or anything.
No, but I guess that helps for somebody who doesn't want to go vegan or vegetarian,
Yeah.
but they kind of have to because of health or weight. Like I eat me, it would be weight issue, not health. But
Might be healthy.
Okay, now try,
how you make it?
yeah, try this
Thor
right.
over here is kind of moody. He's not getting it.
He might be a little,
I mean,
Really can't taste good.
I don't know.
I don't
Hashtag
know
not,
if I'm regular.
hashtag not sponsored. But it could be.
You know, actually did a good job of trying to influence chicken.
You
Wait,
said
so
chickpeas.
So what we're eating that's not this, is that really chicken then?
Depends on where you're getting it from. Probably not.
Where you gonna cost more than regular chicken patties?
not really about the same. You can get a big box from BJ's for a few bucks.
So yeah, way to go, Morningstar. I think you did a good job.
Right? Like legitimately not sponsored, not lying. Like that's pretty tough.
And this is a way they can eat lunch on camera and get away with it.
Our mukbang, right? Is that what this is called?
Maybe we should do more of these in the future.
Why? Thor, yeah, he's amazing.
Like he doesn't. And he can easily just turn his head.
Yeah. Oh, he'd take that shit from me and run if he wanted.
And then your wife cooks other stuff that's fresh, right?
Yeah, she makes stuff which we get some of that stuff on here when we have leftovers. And
The ziti we had, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Does he have no cheese? I think he had cheese.
it had cheese.
It's vegetarian then.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's what we think of Morningstar with the chick patties. So I give it a thumbs up.
Right? Sponsor us.
So now a word from our sponsor.
Oh, hi. Thanks for watching our talk show. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment your question or your unpopular opinion below. Don't forget to share us on all your media platforms. Twitter, MySpace if you still have it, Facebook, all of them. Thank you for watching.
And we're back. That was some pretty good food. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I definitely see how it's easy to transition.
It was right. It was an easy.
10 years ago, it probably wasn't that easy.
No.
So what's this week's topic, DJ?
Well, you wanted to talk about one thing.
Yeah, I know. but-
I want to talk about something different.
So we'll mix it together.
But I think I can still talk about my thing while talking about yours.
I agree.
You know, so.
So today's
So all
topic.
of that explanation wasn't needed. We're gonna do both anyway. Gonna let you know. I'm just over here doing my own thing because I'm not liked. No fans.
I really feel like you got booty tickled by that.
Huh?
Super
No,
salty.
no.
It's okay. They don't like me either.
I just think it's funny.
Really
to
don't.
bring
It's
it
just
up.
me.
'Cause
We're here for DJ.
yeah, it's all. If it was just this guy talking in front of the camera, he'd have 1,000 subscribers, and you guys would like every video all the time.
Well, that's just because I'd be getting in trouble all the time for saying.
Yeah, we can tell that
shit.
by his TikTok.
Wow,
Wow.
that burn needed some
Now,
cream.
now who's salty?
Yeah.
So today's topic is what, DJ?
I don't know what is today's topic.
What you?
I wanted to talk about things that they didn't teach you as a child.
That's today's topic.
Okay, like taxes. They don't teach you about taxes.
Yeah, taxes, how to apply for a house.
How to apply for a mortgage.
Credit does mean something.
They don't teach you how to control your emotions. For Josh's therapy hour.
We're gonna name the. Remember, we're gonna name the episode Josh's Therapy Hour.
Yeah, we might do a whole. If you'd like to hear
Next
about a
week,
whole episode,
tune
about,
in to Josh's Therapy Hour, where
Just-
he sits on the couch and talks to me and DJ about his feelings, and we help him through it.
we could get it. We could get chairs and sit there. Like,
We can. We can sit there with
Take
the
the
fake
iPad.
notepad and act like we actually are writing stuff down,
I'm
when
just-
really we're just listening.
I'm just gonna draw boobs the whole time because that's what I. Think
I'll
is
listen.
what it
I
is.
won't draw boobs, Josh.
I'm just gonna draw.
Thanks,
boobs.
man, with your fake notepad. And I'll act like I'm writing something down.
Because that's what they do when they talk to people. And, like,
They're
what are you
writing,
writing?
they're writing their
can't take-
grocery
You
list.
can't take
That's
notes.
interesting.
Tell me how that makes you feel.
Tell me how that makes you feel. What am I paying you for? They never tell you about the 10 hours it takes to go and buy a brand new car.
Yeah, so
Sit-
long.
sit and do all the paperwork.
Yeah, that is a process and a half.
So let's pick something out of it and talk deeply into it.
I feel like they didn't tell us any of this because our parents didn't go through any of this, and they made all of this for we had to go through it.
You think our parents didn't have to go? Our parents had to do all this crap. They just didn't.
Not in the level and
But
extreme
they didn't
we do.
explain it to us. Like at 18 years old, someone sent me a credit card and no one explained.
I mean, Tom and Dad explained it to me. That's why.
I think
know.
what it is,
I
a
think they
lot
were
of
hustling
it, a
in
lot of it,
Right,
what it
but
is,
yeah,
is
they were
our
hustlers.
parents are all big kids learning on the fly, and it's
There's a
hard,
lot different then.
and it's hard to teach your kids what you would have liked to learn at that age when you're also learning at the current age you are. It's very difficult to be like, oh crap, hold on, son. Credit score. I mean, a lot of parents do it. A lot of parents are good enough that they explain what wealth is and what accumulating money
I
is.
said they had wealth.
And what? No, I mean, explaining a bank account, explaining how to balance your money, explaining overdraft fees, explaining.
But that was
Son,
different then than
where-
now. Now they're writing in their checkbooks, and then we have
well,
online.
back our parents, because
Yeah.
we're older millennials, our parents were doing that. They were writing in a checkbook. Some of
Yeah,
these
I didn't
kids-
understand why they act like they rounded up because apparently the way they kept track of their money, if it was $10.50, they would put $11 and then accumulate the 50 cents over time to add extra money into the account. I didn't understand that damn thing at that time.
No, I did not at the time either.
I was like, Mom, it's $10.50.
I thought it was 10. Yeah, you have $10.50. Why are you giving yourself more money?
Like, did they teach you how to balance a checkbook, which now you don't need to do because of online banking?
My dad
you
did
always,
a little.
the reason you round up.
Oh yeah, no. So it accumulates.
Because, right, the cents accumulate, and the next thing you know, you've actually got more money in the bank account than you thought because you got savings.
My parents,
it's almost like making a savings.
My mom and dad always did the cliff notes. Like, no, you can't use this on your college application because they care about our income. Why? Just don't put us on the application.
Yeah.
I got the cliff notes.
You got,
And even when I went to the doctor for my ADHD, I'm like, what do they mean, Mom? She's like, don't worry about it. But I'm like, it's about me.
Yeah, no, I agree. A lot of times it has to do with the parents on explaining certain things.
And then they would tell you understand when you're older.
But you really don't
because
until you experience it, and you wish you would have known a year or two prior so you didn't have to go through that.
Or they give you the simple, like you like to give me down. Well, that's life. I think my first words was, life's not fair. No. And my mom's like, well, it's not.
There's certain things you have to experience for yourself, of course. Growing up and becoming an adult, a lot of it your parents can't just explain to you. But some things, they can give you more than just, that's the way it goes.
What about the bullshit they told you? My mom's like, you can't get a license until you can afford insurance because my insurance goes up. But then when I got my license, her insurance number went up and she lied and she just didn't want me driving her car.
Yeah. The little fibs.
Or they try to tell you that high school is important when really now we know it's not.
Well, high school was important for people who graduated in the 80s and early 90s, and then it became irrelevant and it became all about college. And that Ponzi scheme of a get rich quick for a bunch of people who own all of that. Like, look, the only thing you can get from college is you go there and you buy a degree to get to have some teacher stand in front of you blabbering whatever liberal or conservative nonsense they want to say, and then they go, I think you pass. They still get paid whether or not you graduate from that college. That teacher still gets their whatever their salary is.
And now you're in debt.
And you're in debt. Like, and you got told, oh, you got a bachelor's in arts or you got a bachelor's in science. Good luck with anything else. You know, from Rick and Morty said it best.
Oh God, I'm not playing the clip, but I know what you mean.
That millennial.
But what didn't But your parents were close with you, or Tom and your dad, and they kind of told you how the world was.
Yeah, they told me.
So what didn't they tell you that you learned later?
Is that the world wasn't nice.
No, it's not going to wait for you.
No.
Life is one of the hardest things. It will punch you when you're down.
It's not going to it's not going to help you.
But you have to think society doesn't help either because they don't want to teach us about making money and balancing money and taking care of it and savings and keeping your credit high. They want us to go out there and spend and be in debt and drown because that keeps the rich and keeps the poor and stupid. That's why our education isn't very good. That's why teachers aren't paid well in public schools, to keep us underfunded and undereducated, which isn't a word. And then we go off and we're just like in regular society trying to get jobs, and they're like, why aren't you smart enough? Well, I didn't go to private school and I couldn't afford to go to college.
Very upset.
That's why education is so flawed. We need to fix everything.
I like education, but I don't like school.
I just don't like paperwork.
Remember when our parents, they could go and learn on the job and they become an apprentice? You have to go to school for all of that.
They had unions and stuff.
You went to a school like that, didn't you?
For what?
The graphics design.
Oh, on job training, yeah.
Oh, you did?
When I was 16, they had a vocational school that you did school half the day and job training the other half of the day.
That's pretty
But the thing is, they only offered people who had low social skills or ESC or slow learning disability or specific learning.
Everybody get that?
Because they didn't offer it to everyone. It's like being like scholarships. Right,
I understand. But see how much better our society would be if everybody could.
But then they pick on the ESC kid, but knowing he got taught more than the rest of the people about life.
See, just like that, okay?
None of that made sense.
You made it into a school like that.
Huh?
You made it into a school
like that. Yeah, straight A's. They put me back in regular school. They said I was too smart.
I applied for like 3 or 4 different specialty schools, right? Like I applied to go to G-Star. They won't accept me because of my size.
That was because you like girls.
No, they won't accept me because of my size. Okay, I applied for...
You're too tall to go to G-Star?
I was too big, yeah. They wouldn't. They thought
They couldn't handle them.
Right, because of my size, they didn't have the
Most
staff
vocational
to deal
schools
with
is
me.
based on your behavior.
If
Right,
I
because
got
a
out of
bigger
hand.
regular high school will
Right.
have a big security guard or.
So I applied for South Tech, right? Because I was already working in my family's body shop.
Yeah.
And they had a body shop program I wanted to go to. I had my own toolboxes and stuff like that to take with me to the school. They denied me because of my size.
So you were
Right?
discriminated?
They took Tim.
So you're giantism.
Right. They literally took Tim, who's only a few inches shorter than me.
Like
Right.
4 inches, yeah.
Right, but I'm also like 150 pounds more than him.
Yeah.
Especially at the time, I weighed a lot more than him. Tim was smaller.
Did anyone explain discrimination again to you?
Not really. Tom had told me the same thing happened to him because of his size.
So you thought it was normal?
So I just thought that was,
Big dudes can't do those things.
It's the same thing when I go in for job interviews, or had went in for job interviews
so you
before
do,
I got hurt.
So you do get that at job interviews too.
I couldn't. So
That makes sense.
jobs where I wasn't allowed to deal with customer service unless I was on the phone. Remember, I got the job at ACT.
Yeah.
But that's because I was on the phone. They couldn't physically see me.
Because you're
Yeah.
intimidating, so they want you on the floor.
Right, so they didn't want me on the floors. When I worked at Harbor Freight, they put me back in the stock room because I was big and could lift and tall.
Tall shelves.
Right.
So they used you for your body.
Right. Basically, every job I've had has put me in a position where I don't, and except for the bouncer job, obviously. But again,
You're big.
I'm big.
Yeah.
Right. So that was literally the
It had
only
nothing to
type
do with
of-
your job skills.
No. You know, it
That's
had
fucked
nothing
up.
to do with anything.
And you
just
thought it
my
was normal
size.
because that's what happened to your family.
Any casting directors watching, he's an actor. You're not going to find a character actor.
Ridiculous.
who's
But he only
6'7".
plays in small parts.
Oh.
Only plays in small parts, yeah.
It's pretty good. Funny.
He did it again, guys.
But just like that,
Whoop-a-dum-dum!
they
what
never
it got
really
me, guys.
explained why these type of things were happening.
No.
And then
That's going to be really confusing as a kid.
is.
all the time it was like Dad was like, hey, why haven't you gotten a job? Right, because at the time I wasn't applying for
And it was
jobs.
the-
You think it's
Because-
something you're doing.
Right.
And you can't fix it because you can't physically get
Well,
smaller.
when his dad was younger, his dad's 6'2", 6'3", but it was
No,
a different
it was a
time.
different
and
time.
then he owned his own businesses after that, so he didn't have to worry
Yeah. he didn't
about
have-
discrimination.
And it was never explained to me why he went to looking for himself.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. My parents try to protect you from things. Like,
But
I
by
didn't know
doing-
my mom had money problems. I didn't know that they were in debt. They never fought in front of me. I didn't know my dad has 6 guns in his room. Like,
Oh, wow.
my parents kept it conservative.
I knew too much.
See, that's one thing. But they didn't tell me anything
We ain't got
else about
shit.
life. Until then, I was older. Like, I was like, I'm 24. And I'm like, Mom, what's up with this? And she's like, okay, you're old enough now. Life sucks. And this is what's... I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. I'm not prepared.
That's a different kind
Life.
of parenting style where you kind of wait till
Well,
you're like 16.
But they don't want you
15,
to
break it all
stress to
apart.
get onto the
Right,
kid.
right. See, it's just two different parenting styles. It's not one's wrong or right.
I had no idea where money came from until I was like 12. Like,
I knew where money came from. I started working in the flea markets when I was still in diapers with Dad.
so that's a different thing. My mom was conservative.
And
She'd
then I
come
always-
home. We had dinner at 5. My dad would cook the dinner. He would watch us, take us to doctor's appointments.
I would always work
Like-
with family businesses too.
And then we were filling out paperwork. He's like, when's your birthday again? I'm like, yeah, but you can remember when I'm grounded, but you don't know my birthday? That's cool. Like,
like, see, I knew.
but the only thing my parents did tell me, and I give them credit for, is as long as I can remember, they told me I was adopted. They introduced me to my real parents and my family, and they never kept that from me as long as I live. And then later in life, my niece, who is also adopted by my brother, was asking questions about her father and being adopted and whatnot. And my mom was like, can she talk to you
Yeah.
about what's, cause what happened to you? And I'm like, wow, it's like an honor.
Like, yeah.
Because Danny wants to know if we should tell her. I was like, you definitely should as soon as you can. As soon as they can comprehend, tell them.
Yeah.
Because how my mom put it to me is that I would say every Mother's Day, or any father or mother who does this, is that you didn't choose. I mean, you didn't have the child, you chose the child.
Right.
That means you chose to take on the responsibilities and the love and the negativity. Because every child, most likely, who's adopted or in foster care will always say this: you're not my parents. And it would kill them inside. And they would suck it up and go, well, tough shit, I love you anyway.
See, this is that Josh's therapy hour bit when you're getting into.
I think choosing to love something that's not yours is more powerful than having to love it.
Oh, I don't have a kid. Why are you looking at me?
But you're also adopted.
Well, yeah. But I was adopted by my grandparents.
It's
I
so
was-
the same thing.
That's why I'm such an
Well,
old
and actually,
soul.
it's worse thing because you're calling your mother your sister or whatnot, and you're seeing her every day, but she's not a mother.
Yeah.
Like I saw my parents every day, but we weren't related in that way. Like
reminded me-
I called it like you call your mom by your real name.
I didn't want to be that
Let's-
guy, but
I
let's-
do the
in front
same
of
thing.
her.
I call them Shawnee and Dickie.
it reminded me of that Good Burger joke. I don't know my dad that well either, but at least I get to see him every day.
I call her mom in front of her because it makes her happier if I do that.
Yeah, but I know her like as you
Right.
you call her real. I've never called my mom and dad. I called them Shawnee and Vicky. And then when I got older, my mom deleted her on Facebook because she only claimed one kid on her Facebook, so she deleted her.
Oh no, my mom, she claims the boys.
Doesn't claim you.
No, she,
Oh.
me and
Okay.
Zach. She claims us because Zach moved out and took off, got himself a good job, stuff like that's working.
Yeah.
He's living with a friend, but he's still on his own. He's not under his
Yeah.
mother's roof. You know, I haven't been under somebody else's roof really for
A long time.
since I was 20 or so.
Yeah.
It's been a while, you know, and have had jobs and worked and stuff like that. Not good jobs, right? Because that's the other thing they don't tell you when you're a certain size and can only get a certain type of job. You never
Yeah.
actually make it past $11
But I don't
an
think
hour.
they tell you
No.
how the life really is. Like, remember
No, they
we make the
don't.
whole joking about the bullying thing, how I think it's essential in schooling because of social
Certain
society.
kind of bullying.
Because if you
yes,
just keep
but
your
not-
telling your kid, hey, you can be whatever you want to be. Here's your freaking ninth grade trophy and all, all
Right,
this other
no,
stuff,
handing-
and then they get to work.
making things super easy all the time
no,
is not.
and then they get in life,
smart.
and here's life goes like this.
Right.
Hey, what's up?
life is gonna hit you.
Mom, why did life punch me in the face? It's okay, honey. Here's some money.
Yeah,
like you're not teaching your kid how to survive.
No. But
I think the best kind of survival things are like shameless kind of things when it brings closer to the family and how to live. Like you can live by day, you can live month by month.
Yeah.
But nothing you harder than life. Like
no.
and they really don't try. Your mom tells you or dad life's unfair when you go, this is not
Yeah,
fair.
you
Well,
hear that
life's
a lot.
unfair.
You hear that a lot.
And you didn't take it seriously until you got older.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, life is unfair, but it's your attitude towards the unfairness.
But your parents never told you that either. Well, yours might have.
Mine did.
Your dad
Okay.
told you suck it up, Buttercup.
That's it. I was like, listen, it could be a lot worse. You're at least you're breathing. You're breathing. You got a roof over your head. Consider yourself.
But that happened to me when my dad died.
Yeah.
It was basically going, life doesn't care that you're feeling like shit today.
No,
The
it
light
doesn't.
company doesn't care. They want their light money.
Mm-hmm.
Your landlord wants his rent. Like, the world continues to turn even when you feel like shit. And if
Yeah.
you're down, life's going to keep punching you. It doesn't care.
Yeah.
So you
So it
gotta
depends how you
act-
get back up.
Or never letting it get you down.
The life will always get you down. That's how you get back up to find your character.
We're not a Marvel movie. A lot of things that you don't learn that you figure out as adults.
emotional,
Physical.
financial,
Physical.
and physical. Okay.
For
You
sure.
know, you these are all things you don't know.
What didn't, question of the day, what didn't you learn as a
Right.
child that
What
you
did-
know now?
Right. Or what did you have to deal with that wasn't explained to you when
You were younger.
you were younger? Okay.
Anything else to add, anyone?
You got anything else? Nope, that's
No.
it. Nobody likes him anyways. So
We're not doing Florida driving tip this week.
no,
We're going to do...
this week we're not doing Florida driving tip. This week I want it, I mean it still has to do with cars, thank God, because I love cars. I've always been a big car person. But this week I want to review a new car that has been confirmed. Oh, he's going to show it now. I should probably show him.
Delorean comes clean. Confirms plan to produce new DMC 12s.
Looks like a Lambo.
I going to review it.
What do you mean?
And so this is what we're reviewing right here.
All right, this car right here. There's a link. You can put the link in.
I
You come check it out. It looks like a Lambo to me.
yeah, it does. I'd 100% if I could.
So
get
tell them
one.
what it is, DJ.
So the DeLorean, which was made famous by Back to the Future, okay, it was already a car company
DMC, yeah.
back then, but it wasn't really like, it wasn't Ferrari or Ford or anything like that. It was a small
It
car
was like
company.
an independent one, yeah.
Right. And the original plan for the car, they were going to use like a Datsun or some shit. And they're like, no, if we're going to make a time machine, we need to make it something cool. And the reason DeLorean was so cool is because there was no paint job. It was just bare metal.
Yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, that motherfucker. There's no paint job on
And it
those
had the
cars.
suicide doors.
And it had the gull wings. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Suicide's the ones that open.
Oh, well, they had the
gull
wings. The Tesla
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah, those things were fucking badass. My biggest hope is they'll remake Back to the Future and use the new DeLorean in that
Right.
motherfucker.
What do you say
Could be-
in Back to the
it could
Future?
be
If you're going to travel through time, might as well do it in style.
Might as well do it in some style. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The new DeLorean might have it might have time travel, so I might be okay with that.
You just hit the button and be like, oh, this looks fake, and then you go back to 1955.
So now
It
that
only goes to 1955 and 1985. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
so
I'd be okay with going back to 85.
I'd really like to take the time to say thank you to all 103 followers.
15.
Is it 15? When did it go up to 115?
Yesterday?
Thank you.
It was 104
all
yesterday.
150.
It was 115 yesterday, DJ.
Look cool.
So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias.
Make sure you hit your notification button so you get us every Friday morning at 9 a.m.
Stay tuned. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a
Have a good one.